Hi, I'm Heather Dawson, and it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. So let's start our show with a trip to Mexico City with Marco Gutierrez.
All right, we're here with Ubish Yaren, chef and food tour guide.
For the spots that we are visiting today, I just choose personal favorites and also some old school places that I like.
Let's go to our first spot, Ubish.
Let's go.
All right, Ubish, first spot, where did you bring us and what are we trying here?
We're going to try chilaquiles, which is one of the most common breakfasts in Mexico, and in this place you can craft it. It's called chilpa, and you can choose the type of tortilla, the salsa, and the topping that you want.
Cool, Ubish, so we're at the next spot.
It's always corn-based, so it's tacos or quesadillas or sopes or pellizcadas, and it's pretty unique. Everything is going to remind you to a town outside of Mexico City. No?
Cool.
The flavors, the plates, and the scenario of the restaurant. So this place focuses on tamales, which tamales in Mexico City are usually a street food. But this is one of the few places that you actually have to come to a restaurant to try different and interesting varieties of tamales.
All right, cool. Well, let's dig in because these look really good.
All right,
cool.
Now we are at La Rifa Chocolateria, which they specialize in beverages made of chocolate mixed with chile, with spices, or with corn. Here we have a cacao soda. The cacao soda has cacao paste with sugar, fruits, in this case it's strawberries, and sparkling water.
All right, Ubish, we're in a noisy place. We're in a complete different type of environment than the other places you took us to. Where are we?
So we are in the Museum of Pulque. Right now we are getting pulque without any flavor, but usually they have with many fruit flavors, mango, guava, anything that you want. So this is Los Güeros de Boturini, and it's one of my favorite pastors in the city. Basically here we came to try the gringa, which is pastor meat with flour tortilla, cheese, salsa, onions, cilantro, and pineapple.
We're here, Ubish. You continue to take us off the beaten path. This place smells really good, and it's one of the spots that I've been waiting for a long time. So where are we at here?
We're going to try pambazos, which basically it is a bread in red salsa, fried with potatoes, chorizo, lettuce, tomato, avocado, cream, and cheese. It's basically a whole meal.
All right, Ubish, you brought us all the way to Reforma, the main avenue of Mexico City, for a typical street food favorite. What is it?
Esquites. That basically it is corn in a cup, prepared with key lime, mayonnaise, salt, chile powder, and peanut salsa. This is only from this place that they prepare it like that. It's spicy, but it's really good. We are at Casa Azteca, which is a mixture between a speakeasy and a showroom for mezcal. This is a place where you come to learn behind all the culture behind mezcal.
So I take it it's under special arrangements that somebody would visit a place like this?
Yeah, this place is not always open. You always have to make an appointment. So if you send me a message, we can arrange a tasting to learn everything about mezcal.
So there you have it. You definitely don't want to miss this spot. Cheers.
Salud.
Cool, Ubish, thank you very much. Wrapping it up with some cold beers. Where'd you bring us?
It's La Metropolitana Brewery, which I love the theme of the place that it's all the subway from Mexico City, and it's all specialized in national microbrewery.
Okay.
Right now I got an American Pale Ale with juniper and cranberry.
Right on. I went with the Asma La Rusa. It's an imperial stout, has a lot of body, some coffee flavors, and it's actually brewed in some vino tinto barrels, so
wow.
aged in some wine barrels, which is really good. Well, thank you very much. This was an awesome day, and I'm gonna enjoy these cold beers.
It was my pleasure. Salud.
She won an award for working with Kevin Hart, and now she's on the new Disney Plus film Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made. Award-winning actress I-Chan Carrier joins us next in studio. Stay with us. Welcome back. She's an award-winning actress starring in the new Disney Plus film Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made, the only Disney film to ever appear at the Sundance Film Festival and called the Best of the News Service's Original Programs by The Hollywood Reporter. Joining us in studio is I-Chan Carrier. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
This is a real pleasure, and wow, those are some big accolades for the film.
Yeah.
How is it? How do you like working on the new film?
It was really good. I really love the castmates and the crew. We all got along super well. It was fun on set and off of set.
Tell me a little bit about your character.
So Karina, she's really sweet and she's really smart. But Timmy, in his imagination, she's evil, an evil Russian secret agent.
It's hard to imagine you like that.
Yeah.
So you must be a very good actress.
So we don't exactly know if she's really evil or not, so that's also part of the movie.
Oh, okay, interesting. So we got to tune in for that. And tell me a little bit about working with Kevin Hart.
You know, when you meet someone like Kevin Hart, it's pretty amazing. He's really nice.
And you've really had so much success at a really young age. Congratulations
Thank you.
on that. And I know it's a lot of little girls' dreams and little boys to, be a part of the Disney family and do what you're doing, what you truly love. Tell me a little bit about what got you started in acting and what led you to this.
Well, I started singing when I started taking vocal lessons when I was 4 years old. And then 3 years later, when I was 7, my coach was like, you should try doing a musical. And I work at this theater, so maybe you should try that. It was The King and I got one of the young princesses. I did that for like 2 months, so I kind of fell in love with that. And I went to acting lessons, and I'm kind of moved on to here.
What advice would you give to somebody out there that wants to do what you're doing?
I think really try your best. And of course things are gonna get in the way, but you have to keep moving on and go further and look up to people. And I think if you get like true inspiration, I think that'll really help.
Oh, that's really sweet advice. And who are some of your mentors? Like, who do you look up to?
I look up to people like Anne Hathaway, for example. She's an amazing actress. I love The Hustle. I love that movie. It was amazing. She was really funny in it. I also look up to like Steven Spielberg because he's an amazing director, and I feel like he really puts his like creativity and his message through directing, and you can really see it like E.T., Close Encounters, all of those.
And those are all great, and I know you also are into horses, so
Yeah.
maybe in the future you have a movie dealing with horses.
Hopefully, I really hope, yeah.
Oh, well, that truly sounds like a dream career, and just congratulations
Thank
for
you.
all your success. And definitely, if you want to check out Timmy Failures, it's on Disney
Disney Plus,
streaming,
yeah.
Disney Plus streaming. And obviously, if they want to reach out to you, you have your own social media handles
Yeah.
as well. So we'll have those up on the screen, and we're definitely going to be watching you, a star to watch. Thank you so
you.
much for coming in.
Thank you.
Jamie V. Haas is a life transformation coach, successful entrepreneur, and inspirational speaker who has overcome her personal struggles to achieve the life she wants. In her 30s, Jamie was struggling with addiction and failed relationships. She looked to self-help systems and recovery programs for solutions. But after years of therapy and personal growth work, she still felt unfulfilled. That's when something changed inside her. Instead of external fixes, she shifted focus to internal healing in order to transform her life. Fast forward to today, Jamie is now married with a successful business helping others reclaim their power and live their best life. Through her unique approach to transformation that combines spirituality, therapy, and personal growth techniques, Jamie has helped countless people turn their dreams into reality. Jamie, tell us about your inspiring story.
It all started at 40. When I had hit a series of bottoms, I realized that it was a deeper problem, and that it was actually from my childhood pain and from my childhood programming. So I realized that I had to go even deeper than I'd ever gone before.
Now, what is the Jamie B. Haas method?
So I have a complete practical process, which is my method. I use my workbook. I use intuitive guidance as well as channeling, which has created limiting beliefs, fears, negative thinking, and negative behaviors. And based on that pain, I can show you exactly how you're still playing it out today. That is where we can find the solution.
What have you found is the most important step in achieving permanent change?
So one is being willing to see the truth. And two, which is actually the most important, which is committing to the process, like committing to doing the work. Because my method, you have to do work. So you have to commit, have a routine, and do it every day consistently.
What have your clients shared with you after working with you?
I wish I found you sooner.
And where can we get more information?
So jamiebhaas.com, and I spell my name JAIMEBHAAF.com.
By sharing her own story of overcoming obstacles and finding success in her own journey of self-discovery, Jamie shows us that it's never too late to make changes in our lives that will help us reach our goals. Bringing you the best of health and wellness, I'm Will Armstrong for California Life.
Hi, I'm Elise Thurston from California Life, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing actor, writer, and producer Timothy Stack. Hi, Tim. How are you this morning?
Hello, Elise. Good morning.
You've had a pretty incredible career in over 40 years in the entertainment industry, specifically in comedy. Just like after reading about you, here's some popular sitcoms you've been a part of over the years. You've done the Baywatch spoof Son of the Beach, My Name is Earl, Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Punky Brewster, Golden Girls, Laverne and Shirley, and Malcolm in the Middle.
I don't know. I got a laugh in first grade going off script in the first grade play, and it was very rewarding to get the laugh. And I found myself doing more and more things to get laughs in class. An opportunity came up to move that I had created to move to LA. So I took it, didn't know anybody, just went out by myself. And I somehow discovered the Groundlings. And the Groundlings are sort of LA's premier comedy and improv group. That's how I sort of got started, is through the Groundlings.
And how long was the process from moving out to LA and actually finding the Groundlings?
I read about the Groundlings in the LA Weekly. So I go to the Groundlings, and I have this is probably June or July of '79. And it's just a religious experience. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, I have to do this. And as I said, I just sort of made my home there, and that's how I got started. I was really able to get it the acting thing out of my system with Nightstand, and then Son of the Beach, and then My Name is Earl. And by that point, I'm really done with that. I've done stuff since then, but I don't even think about acting.
Kyle Busch just took the checkered flag here at the Pala Casino 400 at the Auto Club Speedway in Southern California. Meanwhile, the Production Alliance Group 300 Xfinity Series race is taking place behind me due to the rain and snow that happened on Saturday.
There were a couple moments where I got loose. I about bust my ass on that last run, so I was like, please don't. But fortunately, I was able to hang on well enough and try to find another groove that my car would work better in. So it was just always a constant evolution of where you needed to be, and just trying to work. And that's what I enjoy most about this racetrack. I mean, it's a 2-mile racetrack. It's big. It gets spread out, but man, you can move around and you can spread out, and you can make your own destiny by trying to find something else that'll help work for your race car. So it's a sad day for me to see this racetrack be in its last race being a 2-mile configuration. So glad I was able to win the final one here.
Las Vegas native Kyle Busch earned his 225th victory across NASCAR's 3 divisions: Cup, Xfinity, and Craftsman Truck. Busch led 27 of the 200 laps on Sunday. It was his 5th win at the Fontana, California racetrack. He finished in front of Chase Elliott by a margin of 2.998 seconds.
Blessed to be working with that kind of talent. We've got a great group on that 8 crew. Those guys work their guts out. A lot of talent on that team, and to mix Kyle in with that, and he gets along with all the guys, and everything's been good so far. So I think we've between the Clash and the 150s and the 500, and now I think we've led laps in every race, or we're at least battling for the lead. We've been there every race so far, and hopefully we don't see the end of that anytime soon.
Ross Chastain won the first and second stages of the race. The big crash took place on a restart on lap 86. That's when several cars spun out and ended up in the front stretch grass. It took out Christopher Bell, Ryan Preece, Eric Almirola, and Tyler Reddick. Ryan Blaney was also involved in the wreck, but he finished in 26th. Drivers lined up their cars in a 5-wide salute to NASCAR fans. It's an Auto Club Speedway tradition, and it happened for the final time before the green flag dropped. Race fans I spoke to say they love the Auto Club Speedway and are sad to see it go.
Kind of surreal because a lot of people out here don't want the track to be demolished. We kind of all want it to be how it is because we have a lot of great short tracks out here in California. So, a lot of people are kind of just bummed. They're like, we're all happy we get to see 5-wide racing, but we're kind of sad we get to see it go.
So it's not a NASCAR, it's an IndyCar, but I went to the final IndyCar race that was at this track, and just the atmosphere and the race itself, the final lap where they flipped on the infield, it was just crazy. It was a great race.
So what are your thoughts about the changing it to a short track?
I think it's good. I think it's a really good change, and I can't wait to see what it's like when it's complete.
I'm not happy about it because this is what we grew up with. We like the 5-wide racing, and so it's going to be a very different ball game. Short track racing is very different, so we'll see what happens.
Can you talk to me about any memories that you've had here over the years?
It's just growing up camping, infield camping. We used to do that every year. We didn't this year, obviously, because of the weather, but yeah, we can't go out on the track this year either. Being able to go out on the track before the race is always fun. But yeah, those are probably my favorite memories.
There were 28 lead changes among 13 drivers. In addition, there were 8 caution flags for a total of 38 laps.
I was wondering, since it's the last Cup race here, can you talk about any memories you've had over the years here?
A lot. I would say that the first one that comes to mind is when I was 16 years old. I came here to run in the Craftsman Truck Series, and I practiced. I was fastest in practice and had a really fast truck, and then somebody decided I wasn't old enough to race, and so they kicked me out. And that was my welcome to NASCAR moment and welcome to California Speedway moment. But was able to come back, and when I came back here for the next time that I came back was, I ran Xfinity here. My first Cup Series start here, I was able to qualify on the pole, and then we finished 25th. And then my second time here, I qualified 25th, and I finished first. So that one was much better. But first win, my first Cup Series win was here. We've had 5 wins, including today, so just great time at California Speedway. There's a few in there that I missed out on, but I think it was also here where I won. I was the first person to win 2 NASCAR races in the same day, Xfinity race and a Truck Series race, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this place has had a lot of great memories.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Once again, Kyle Busch is your winner here at the Pala Casino 400 at the Auto Club Speedway. Bringing you the best of California. From Fontana, I'm Jason Rasidlo for California Life.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, go to our website, californialifehd.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and follow us on Twitter. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.